Okay, hot dog. It's Friday. We made it to Friday, fellas. Now, I know some of you probably maybe have to work on the weekends. Sorry about that. But for the rest of us that are Monday through Friday, we made it. And it was a decent day today. A little bit of excitement, but what are you going to do? I told Pat Elliott down in Texas that I would show him my camera mount. And because I'm cheap and poor, I got to get creative and also into, as my grandfather would say, jerry-rigging things. I jerry-rig a lot. So he was in the war and all that stuff. So, you know, the Germans were called Jerry and they had to jerry-rig. So, show y'all here. That is the mount that I made up. And it just hooks up onto the light there. And it's an old piece of 14-2 residential interior wire, like you wire up a house with. And it just, the phone just sits in there and it's bendy and you can aim it. And that right there is the mount. Look, Mom, no hands. So cost 0 cents, functional, pops on and off. Now, if that gives you some ideas, great. Or if you just say, that looks too hokey, I'm not going to use that. I got to go out and buy a $30 suction cup mount like Rich has that, you know, falls off the mirror. Well, you can go ahead and do that too. So, sorry, Rich, didn't mean to throw you under the bus like that. Liked your last video, by the way, and I've always thought about getting one of them commissures, and I've never got around to it yet. But someday, maybe I'll get one. Who knows? We shall see. All right. So tonight's soap is going to be CBL Premium Cherry Blossom Bamboo, which we all know how nice the base is for that. And the scent on this is pretty good. I like it. I already got some whipped up with my Omega 1098 or 10098 boar brush. So I go from the softest, floppiest brush that I have yesterday to the stiffest brush I have. One extreme to another. But this is broken pretty good. It's not too scritchy, but it is quite a bit stiffer. Got a lot more length to the bristles to it. So, hope all your guys' Fridays went well. Fairly standard day up until about halfway through the day. And I had a little bit of a detour from the standard. So I kind of teased it a little bit in my journal, but old Fluffy got his hand slapped today. Got in a little bit of trouble. Sometimes my sense of humor gets me in trouble. So, and today's razor is I'm revisiting my Charles R. Coates and Ace razor. It's a Baltimore razor. Last time I used it, it kind of was a little bit tuggy, so gave it a little bit of love on the old Dan's translucent Arkansas stone. So see how I did on touching it up. So on to the story. So get done at the blacktop plant, go down, get back to the guys paving, get the blacktop off, or start to get the blacktop off. And then once the blacktop's off the truck, I can go ahead and park and get out of the way. But you can't get off the road right away until the blacktop cools down and starts to set up. Because when it's still soft, if you left traffic run on it, it'll just booger it all up. So, the flaggers were stuck out there flagging. And we had borrowed some flaggers from one of the other crews. One of the newer guys. Black guy. Younger guy. His name's Kevin. Good guy. Chatted with him a few times before. He hails from Trinidad. So he's got an interesting accent. Just think of that commercial for Red Stripe beer. I'm no good at island accents, but you know, hey man, hooray, red stripe, oh yeah man, that kind of thing. So he's flagging. So the radios that they use to talk to one another, because we had a 90-degree corner we were working on this curvy road, and I could hear him on the radio, and he's saying he needs to take a bathroom break. So old Fluffy, on top of being a big rig driver and snow plower and all that stuff, happens to be a Maryland State Certified Flagger, the most important job on the work site. Safety is a full-time job. I get on the radio and tell Kevin, sure, man, I can come help give you a spell so you can go visit the tree line. But I don't have a roll of toilet paper for you to use. I'm not giving that away. You know how much they're worth. I can give you a couple of napkins from Wawa, but that's about it. So he says, great. So I get out of the old dump truck and head on over and give Kevin a break. So I got the radio and the paddle. Kevin runs off into the woods like Bigfoot would. Big, tall guy, takes long strides, a lot longer than mine, covers a lot of distance real quickly. And so now I'm flagging traffic. So everything's going fine until I get this guy stopped, and he's waiting. Got a couple cars behind him, and next thing I know, he starts creeping up and getting within my comfort zone. Now, I know you've all gone through work zones and all that stuff. But when you're flagging and someone starts easing on up and they get within 3 or 4 feet of where you're standing, that's a little bit, it's kind of like Joe Biden when he leans in and sniffs somebody's hair. It's not cool. We don't like it. So just a pro tip, stay away from us, give us plenty of room. That way when we let you go, you have room to get into the opposing lane or stay in your lane or whatever, but don't get up near us. So he inches up, mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, I see his window start to come down. So that usually means they want to talk to you and maybe try to be your friend or ask you how long it's going to be or complain or whatever that is. And, you know, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to know where you're going, what your problems are. I really don't care. And matter of fact, the more I know that I'm annoying you, the happier that makes me. And I will do everything I can do to make you more annoyed, because that's just kind of dick I am. So he rolls down the window. It's real easy now because everybody got a button. They don't even have to crank. And he's like, excuse me, how long is it going to be? And I said, just a few more minutes maybe. We'll get you through as soon as we can there, as soon as it's safe to go, sir. And he says, next question. Wrong thing. What are you doing to the road? And I said, well, this road gets an awful lot of traffic. It's a really busy road. A lot of people cut through. Yeah, they do. I live just down there in the neighborhood. Now this road gets all kind of traffic it never used to get. And I think, bingo, I got you, buddy, now. Now, I have the option, I got 3 options. I could A, just not respond to him and ignore him. That would really piss him off. B, I could tell him the truth. Or C, always a third option. C, I could make up a story just to piss him off. So, of course, I pick C, because I'm a dick. So, I tell him, we're getting the road ready. The county's solution to getting less people coming down his road that he lives on is we're going to put a toll booth in. So I tell him, well, we're getting it ready. They're going to try to take and keep the traffic flow down on this road. And they figure the best way to do that is we're going to put a toll booth here, and that'll keep the traffic down. So he instantaneously becomes a stutterer, you know, like that Mel Tillis. A toll booth? A toll booth? Who, what do you mean a toll booth? And I said, whoa, calm down. It's going to be all right. I said, if you live on the road, you won't have to pay full price. You're going to pay a lower rate. Only people that don't live on the road will have to pay full price. Well, this doesn't calm them down. They didn't have no meetings or nothing. When was this decided? Who do I call to complain about this? So then, perfect timing, the other flagger gets on the radio and says, I'm all clear, go ahead and send them through. And I say, okay, sir, it's clear to go through. Now you can go ahead through. Have a nice day. No, I need a phone number. And I said, no, sir, traffic, you can't hold up traffic. I got to send you through. You got to get through. It's safe to go through. Go ahead. Have a nice day. Take it easy. And I make him go through. Now he's distraught. So, of course, I enjoyed that. So, life goes on. Kevin gets back from the woods. I hand him back his paddle and his flag, and I go back and sit in my dump truck and proceed to get on the internet and chat with you fellas on the cadre and check my email and all that stuff that we can do now on our smartphones. Didn't think nothing of it. I get back to the shop, and all hell is broken loose. And my supervisor is out in the shop, not in his office where he normally is, sitting there on a picnic table that we have. And once we all get back in there, he inquires, who was the smartass? And you know what he's going to, who was the smartass that told somebody we were putting a toll booth out on the road? So I laugh. And I get to look at that distinct eye. You told somebody. What in the hell did you do that for? And I said, I was just messing with the guy. What, he didn't know I was joking? No. He didn't know you were joking. He took and called downtown, which downtown is, you know, that's like the Gestapo. Don't get the downtown involved. He called downtown raising hell. He pays taxes. I'll be damned if I'm going to pay a toll to go to my house. I pay for that road with my taxes and all this other crap, right? So my retort was, well, whoever answered the phone downtown should have said, why are you listening to a dumbass standing there with a stop-so paddle that's telling you that they're going to put a toll booth in? You're that stupid that you think he's not messing with you? So I was told I'm not allowed to joke with taxpayers anymore. At all. So went something like, don't do that anymore. Zip. Don't talk to him. So don't know whether I'm going to be able to keep that promise. I didn't really make a promise. I just said okay. So that was the excitement for the day. People have no sense of humor or common sense. Life goes on, and it's Friday. So, came home. Told the wife. She's on downtown side. She said that was childish. So, surprise, surprise. And went out and got some carry-out Mexican. Had a gift card for the place. And I had some enchiladas, and she got a chicken quesadilla with no guacamole. Hates guacamole. Ugh, I do too. Now you guys are going to say, oh, what's wrong with you? Guacamole is good. Well, you can have mine. So, I watched your video, Rich. Like I said, the commissary. Now you got my gears turning, but I got no money for the commissary. So, maybe I'll ask for one for Christmas or something. And Dave, you like the picture of my dump truck and all, you want one? Well, you can have mine. I'll give you the key to it. I mean, I don't really own it, but hey, as long as you get it back there in the morning, by Monday morning, nobody knows. Nobody will know. Well, they got cameras now, but they're not really high quality, low digital quality, so they can't really make out faces or tags. I'll give you one of these shirts. You can just pretend like you're me and head on in. Take it for a spin. No big deal. So, too bad you're not close enough. You being out all the way out there on the left coast. If you were close by, I could give you the grand tour. And after about 5 minutes, you probably get bored and you'd be like, take me back. But the video before this, I did a short little video about when I was getting loaded with blacktop. So it's exciting the first couple times you do it, then after that it's kind of boring. Just what you do. So, and a couple of you liked the picture I sent my guy that I work with, Dave. He's got that old Ford pickup truck. That thing's pretty cool. So he drives that thing all the time. And chitty bang bangs in and out of the gate and all. He's done a few things to it, but it's got the original motor, but it's got a period correct modern automatic advance for the ignition. So you don't have to advance and retard the ignition manually. But you do got to know, know what you're doing and all. It's a not synchronized transmission, and that choke's not automatic, and all. So you don't know what you're doing. You're either not going to get it started, or you're not going to get going, or you're going to stall out, or you're going to have problems. So that was back when men were men and women rode in the passenger seat. So, but it's a cool little thing. Him and I are both into guns. I do the motorcycle thing. He doesn't do motorcycles, but he's got lots and lots of guns and very good memory. Knows a lot about guns. Remembers a lot more than I can remember. All kind of obscure stuff and all. He's into the older stuff. The oldest thing I got's like a 1873 trapdoor Springfield and all. So, but he's got stuff way older than that. Flintlocks even, Brown Besses, Harper's Ferry guns, flintlock and cap and ball stuff. So he's got a pretty good assortment. And so 20 minutes, kind of long, rambling story, but I thought you guys might find that funny. Just the kind of goofy shenanigans dumbasses like me do. And like this soap. The scent's, it's nice. I don't know whether I'd get a full tub of it, but it's enjoyable. So once again, thanks for sending that along, Rich. Got to do a few more sharpening. That one, I don't know, I might actually still touch it up again. I don't know. It's still not shaving as nice as I'd like. Shaves okay, but I don't know. I guess I'm a little OCD about it. You know, it's not shaving as nice as I think it can, I guess I'd say. So that might not go on back on the good to go pile. It might go back into the little more time on the stones pile. So let me decide here. It got warm here today, so I used cold water in the scuttle. Cold water to rinse off my razor because it got up into the 70s. I don't like the heat. So I guess I will use a mentholated aftershave. What to do? I'm gonna go with my old skin bracer. And talk to the hand. So almost running out of the aftershave that came in this, which I'm not 100% sure it's the original. It might have been. I don't think they've changed it, but it could be somebody took modern stuff and filled it up before they sold, because I bought it off of eBay and I don't know the guy that I bought it from. So it might be original, might not be. But I'm gonna put, of course, a new skin bracer in it when I empty this out. And so that's a whole lot cooler to have it in that than it would be to have in the regular skin bracer bottle like you get at the store. So that's about that. Hope you guys enjoyed my story. Maybe got a little TV out of it. And I will keep in touch with you this weekend. Gear, Chris. Tomorrow I'm going to use that stunt shave razor and probably film it maybe. And if I don't post it, it might be because I'm at the ER, but I kind of doubt it. There may be blood, there may not be blood. And then once I do that, maybe 1 or 2 shaves, but I'll get it out in the mail on Monday it's going to Spider, I believe, correct? So that'll be off in here for tomorrow. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one, buds.